Do you believe in the extraordinary willpower of a lion? Imagine being the king of the savanna, strong, proud, and feared, your very presence commanding respect and awe. But in one fateful moment, you lose your hind legs, your ability to hunt and defend yourself, and are abandoned by your own pride, left to face the harsh realities of the wild alone. This is the story of Kofi, a majestic lion who survived a brutal crocodile attack and embarked on a heart-wrenching journey of recovery, a testament to the indomitable spirit that resides within the heart of a true warrior. What do you think will happen to Kofi? Can he continue to survive in the wild against all odds? Leave a comment and share your thoughts, your hopes, and your fears for this extraordinary creature. The African sun blazed high in the sky, casting golden light over the vast savanna, a land of endless plains stretching beyond the horizon, dotted with acacia trees and rocky outcrops, a landscape that shimmered with heat and echoed with the rhythmic calls of cicadas. It was a land teeming with life, where elephants lumbered near watering holes, zebras grazed in tight herds, and gazelles darted through the tall grasses, a vibrant tapestry of nature's grandeur. It was here, in this untamed wilderness, that a mighty lion named Kofi reigned, his presence a symbol of power and dominance. Once Kofi had been a fearless warrior, a proud leader of his pride, his thick golden mane a testament to his strength and dominance, a crown that made rival males think twice before challenging him. Under his rule, the pride flourished, the lionesses hunting with precision, ensuring that the cubs never went hungry, his roar echoing across the plains, a declaration of power that resonated for miles, a sound that instilled both fear and respect. But fate is a cruel mistress, and in a single moment, Kofi's life changed forever, a tragic turn that would test his resilience and redefine his existence. A year ago, during a routine hunt near the river, Kofi made a fatal mistake, a moment of vulnerability that would alter the course of his life. The pride had been trailing a herd of wildebeest for hours, waiting for the perfect moment to strike, their senses heightened, their bodies tense with anticipation. As the sun bore down mercilessly, the lions paused to quench their thirst, their parched throats seeking relief from the oppressive heat. The river glistened invitingly, its surface smooth and undisturbed, save for the occasional ripple, a deceptive calm that masked the lurking danger beneath. Kofi, leading the pride, stepped forward, his powerful frame casting a long shadow across the sandy bank. He lowered his head to drink, unaware of the lurking danger beneath the water's deceptive calm, the unseen predator waiting to strike. Then in an instant, the river erupted in chaos. A monstrous crocodile, over 4 meters long, exploded from the depths, its jaws snapping shut with terrifying speed, a force of nature unleashed. Pain shot through Kofi's body as razor-sharp teeth clamped on his hind legs, crushing bone and muscle, a brutal assault that shattered his strength. He roared in agony, his golden eyes flashing with panic and fury, his body convulsing in shock. He clawed desperately at the beast, his powerful paws raking against its scaly hide, but the crocodile's grip only tightened, dragging him toward the water's abyss, a watery grave that threatened to engulf him. The river churned violently, the once tranquil surface now a maelstrom of blood and fury. The pride scattered, their terrified eyes watching their leader struggle, their hearts pounding with fear and helplessness. Kofi's powerful muscles strained as he fought against the crocodile's pull. His claws raked across its scaly snout, leaving deep gouges in its armor. But the beast was relentless, its grip unyielding. Blood clouded the water, attracting more. Crocodiles lurking nearby, their eyes gleaming with predatory hunger. With a final desperate effort, Kofi summoned his last reserves of strength, a surge of adrenaline fueling his defiance. He twisted his body, slashing at the crocodile's eye. With his sharp claws, a desperate act of survival, the sudden pain forced the predator to loosen its grip, just enough for Kofi to wrench himself free, his body battered and broken. He dragged himself to the shore, his body trembling, his breath ragged, his eyes filled with pain and exhaustion. But the cost was devastating. His hind legs were shattered beyond repair, his strength diminished, his future uncertain. In the days that followed, Kofi's world unraveled, his life shattered by the devastating injury. A lion who could not hunt was a liability, a burden to the pride, his weakness a target for the younger, stronger males. They saw weakness in his injuries, a vulnerability they could exploit, and they did not hesitate to challenge his authority. The challenge was swift and brutal, a power struggle that left Kofi broken and defeated. Though Kofi fought with all the strength left in his broken body, he was no match for them, his injuries hindering his movements, his once powerful frame, now a shadow of its former self. Forced to submit, he was cast out of the pride, alone and vulnerable, left to face the harsh realities of the wild. He wandered across the vast plains, dragging himself forward on his forelegs, his body heavy, with pain and exhaustion, his spirit crushed by the betrayal. The steps that had once been his kingdom now seemed endless and unforgiving, a desolate landscape that mocked his former glory. His once powerful frame had grown weak, his golden mane matted with dust, a symbol of his diminished status. Hunger gnawed at his ribs, every step a struggle against the pain that racked his body. The nights were the worst, the darkness filled with the sounds of predators, hyenas lurking in the shadows, their laughter a chilling reminder of his vulnerability, their presence a constant threat. For weeks he survived on scraps, scavenging, from abandoned kills, his pride swallowed, his hunger a constant companion. He drank from dwindling water sources, his thirst a burning reminder of his desperate situation. But as his strength faded, so did his will to fight, his spirit broken, his hope extinguished. He had become a ghost of the warrior he once was, a shadow of his former self, his existence a struggle against the inevitable. Then, fate took an unexpected turn, a twist of destiny that would offer Kofi a second chance at life. One afternoon, Kofi collapsed near a small stream, his vision blurred, his breathing shallow, his body succumbing to exhaustion. He had no strength left to move, no will to fight, his life hanging in the balance. It was there that a wildlife conservation team found him, their presence a beacon of hope in his darkest hour. Among them was a young researcher named Daniel, a man who had dedicated his life to protecting Africa's majestic creatures, his heart filled with compassion and a deep respect for the wild. When he saw the emaciated lion, his heart ached, his eyes filled with sorrow. He could see past Kofi's scars and suffering. He saw the spirit of a fighter, a lion who had refused to die despite overwhelming odds, a testament to the indomitable spirit of the wild. "Look at him," Daniel murmured, his voice filled with admiration and concern. "He survived this long, we can't leave him here." The team knew the challenges of caring for a wild lion, especially one in such a fragile state, his injuries severe, his chances of survival slim. But Daniel refused to turn away, his determination unwavering, his compassion driving his actions. They sedated Kofi and carefully transported him to the reserve's rescue center, a sanctuary for injured and orphaned animals, a place of hope and healing. There, veterinarians worked tirelessly to stabilize him, their expertise and dedication, giving Kofi a chance to recover. He was given fluids, food, and medicine to ease his pain, his body nourished, his wounds treated. For the first time in months, Kofi slept without fear, his body relaxed, his mind at peace, his dreams filled with the memories of his former life. As Kofi's health improved, Daniel and his team faced a daunting question, a challenge that would test their ingenuity and their compassion. How could they help a lion move again? How could they restore his dignity and his freedom? The lion had adapted to dragging himself forward with his powerful forelegs, his body contorted, his movements labored. But the effort was exhausting, a constant struggle against the limitations of his injuries. After much discussion, brainstorming, and careful consideration, they devised a solution, a custom-built wheelchair designed specifically for Kofi, a contraption that would offer him a chance to move with ease. The first encounter was tense. Kofi eyed the strange contraption wearily, his instincts screaming to reject anything unfamiliar, his body tense with apprehension. He sniffed and growled whenever the team approached him with it, his fear evident, his distrust palpable. His instincts screamed to reject anything unfamiliar, to resist the intrusion of this strange device. The first attempt to attach the wheelchair resulted in an aggressive struggle. Kofi fought against it, unwilling to be restrained, his roars echoing through the rescue center, a testament to his fear and his defiance. But Daniel refused to give up, his patience unwavering, his determination fueled by compassion. Every day he sat beside Kofi, speaking to